Hello again, and welcome to another edition of the Real Ale Guide. As you can see, we're not in the kitchen. Today's Real Ale Guide is actually starting off on a train. We are approaching Bedford Station, and Bedford is the home of Wells and Young's Brewery. So, I'll just show you the train. There was the sign for Bedford. We're just pulling into Bedford Station now. Looking to meet some people here, do a brewery tour, and interview the head brewer of Wells and Young's. So let's go. Right, so we've arrived at Bedford Station, the home of Wells and Young's. You can, I'll cut back when it's a little bit more interesting footage, but thanks for now. Cheers. Okay, hello again. We have managed to get to the brewery from the train station. I'd like to introduce Dring from Wells and Young's Brewery. He's going to be the tour guide today. That's a picture of Charles Wells, the founder of Wells Brewery, and we're just going to have a little walk through and talk about the history of the brewery.
The site that we're in at the moment, this was opened in 1976. And if you look over there, you can see a church spire, and that's where the brewery used to be based. So
just between the white van there.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
So we were founded in 1876 by Charles Wells, and the reason being was that he was a sea merchant, and like any good story, it's a love story. He met a lady called Josephine, and her father said to him, you can't marry her unless you get a proper job. So he stopped being a sea merchant, he bought a brewery, he bought a couple of pubs, and the rest, they say, is history.
Right.
In the 1900s, Charles Wells sunk a well, and that well is still used today. It's where we get all our mineral water from. It's actually accredited mineral water, so we could, in fact, bottle this water and sell it.
Fantastic.
But we don't, because
that's really good.
we wouldn't have enough for our beers. So moving through the history of the company, as I say, we moved to this site in 1976, and we continued to develop and evolve. And then in 2007, we merged with Young's of Wandsworth. So now all the beers, all the Young's beers, so that includes Young's Bitter, Young's Special, Ramrod, all the other special beers, they're all brewed on this site here.
Fantastic.
In and you'll be able to speak to Jim a bit later about
that's the head brewer.
The head brewer, about how he matched those beers.
Great.
About 3 months after we merged with Young's, we acquired the Courage beers.
Right.
So we've got Courage Best and Courage Directors. These are absolute icons in the ale world.
Yes.
We brew them here as well now. So along with Bombardier and Eagle, which are the Wells beers, Young's beers and Courage beers, we've got, we think, one of the very best portfolios of
absolutely. I mean, that you could go through. The Young's Bitter is fruity, is fantastic. The Bombardier is sold all around the world. It's a well-known, good session beer. The Courage Directors, which I reviewed just the other week, is, well, that just was fantastic. But I'm yet to actually try the Eagle, the Wells Eagle, so we might have a pint of that later on.
Eagle's our local beer. It's our beer of Bedford.
Right.
We do a lot of promotion with it. We sponsor Bedford Rugby Club. Of course, we sponsor Bedford Town Football Club. We sponsor something called the River Festival, which is twice every other year UK's second largest outdoor free festival.
Fantastic.
And I can show you some pictures of that later on. Can't wait for you to try it. People say it really punches above its weight. It's a great tasting beer.
Right. Okay, so I think that more or less. Well, I'm sure we'll have some more pictures of the video footage of the brewery later. But thank you very much, Joanna, for doing that.
It's okay.
And so bye for now.